Hey everyone, I hope everyone is staying safe and stuff. So this was like a quick, like an unplanned session today, and so I got a friend of mine who was saying like there is a lot of merge conflicts coming in the GitHub repositories, and I need to do something to make things work. And there you go. So I thought like, why don't I try to do something? And also, there are a lot of hackathons and other awesome things happening right now, everything related to open source. And looking at that, let's do something practical, taking up a couple of problems and solving it. So this is what we are going to do today, and the learning objectives are on the right side. So good morning everyone. The first thing which we will be looking at is like how Git works really, and what are all the different merging concepts that we will be looking at. This is mainly for the maintainers. So technically I would say like it's always better to use the squash merge strategy, because that is very helpful, because it's easier. I mean, like, you don't get the merge conflicts and other things, so that would be really helpful. So apart from these things, we'll also be looking at other ways to like create merge conflicts, and then we will be solving them as well. So I've got like a couple of merge conflicts already, like a couple of pull requests with merge conflicts already, which we will be trying to solve everything. Okay, so this is what we will be doing right now, and without further delay, let's go on crack on with it. And I believe it's going to be like not less than it's going to be around half an hour to 45 minutes today, because yeah, I need to shoot to my office, as well as I'm not feeling well. And hey, Eddie Jody is here. Hi. Okay, so I know he's going to be here, and this is awesome. So apart from these things, we'll directly get on to the solving of merge requests, solving of merge conflicts. And I wish Eddie was here so that he will be able to help me. Anyway, so that's great. And yeah, let me share my screen right now. I hope everyone is able to see my screen. Should have like yeah, Eddie, just because I mean, like, it's because I need to concentrate on my office, as well as my as well as this community. I thought like, let me do an early live stream, and boom, there you go, and that works. So yeah, I hope everyone is able to see my screen. And the first thing is, let's quickly look into a couple of pull requests that my friend has given me. So there is this one. Okay, so there are like these 4 pull requests right now. We'll have a quick look at them. Also, we have another pull request coming in. So I tried solving one of the pull requests here. I'm not sure what has happened to here. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, so looks like this particular person, he was trying to merge this one, but unfortunately, if I try to reopen it, it is not working for him. So and looking at this particular issue, it seems like so he has got like unchanged files, so that could also make a problem. So let's go one by one. Okay, so looking at this particular issue, we've got it's issue number 59 here. And the problem with this one is, currently this person is trying to merge into the development branch of this particular repository. So if you go to this development branch, the thing that you can look at here is the last commit is, there are like 172 commits, and the last commit is 7f3. Okay, so let's go to the list of commits that are there here. And if we try to go to this particular commit, and the only problem with GitHub, or it's not actually a problem. This is a way of the user experience here. So right now you can see that the commits are organized in the chronological order, and here it will be in the reverse chronological order. So if you see the first commit, go to this particular link to open the first commit, open the commit. You can see that the parent here supposed to be, okay, this commit does not belong. Okay, that is another problem right now. So since this person has already deleted this branch, it is very tough to get this particular commit corrected. So okay, we'll skip this commit for now. So let's go with the other ones. Okay, before those things, let's see what are all the different types of merging that we can do. So if you try to do a merge a pull request, there are like three types of merges we can do. So the first one is creating a merge commit. So what happens here is, I'm gonna annotate it and show you. Okay, so this is your master branch or the main branch, and here is the users branch. Okay, so all these things will be synchronized up to a area, and then what happens in some time is, so this is the latest branch. There are like, let's say this is change 1, change 2, the same change 1 and change 2 are available here. Okay, and now the moment this person is going to create some changes, the user or a developer, let's make that as 3A, and then here there could be other people who are adding to the changes. So that let's say it as 3B. There could be the same file that could have changed. Okay, until these two things, everything was okay. Okay, now once this comes up, this particular commit is, the commit means a set of changes. This change is based on number 2, not on number 3B. Number 3B is the latest one. This is there in the server for everyone, but unfortunately it is based out of this one, right? So it's going this way. So if I try to clear everything and do it in the right way, so we will have something like this. This is the master branch, the main branch. Then you have commit 1, then you have commit 2, and you have a commit which is 3, and the master branch has other commits which is 3B. Okay, so now the problem here is, there could be conflicts here if the same file has been modified by both the person who created 3B and the person who is developing 3A. So this is still in progress. So this one will be in progress. So we can put it as work in progress. And the second one, this one is already staged and committed. So this is already available for the world to look at it. Okay, right. So at this point of time, you can, what you need to do is, you need to make sure you rebase the code so that this is not related to this, but it is actually on top of this. So if you do that way, what happens here is, the rebase option kicks in. So this is the first way of, this is the one of the best ways of merging it, so that you have a clean, straight Git graph. Okay, that's one thing. Let me quickly have a look at the comments in the YouTube. Okay, Santosh, is it still not visible properly? Okay, let's go ahead. And the next thing is, if you are having if you are going to use the squash and merge commit, what happens is, this commit will, squash and merge is again another better way of doing it. So what happens here is, you will be able to, take all these commits. There are like 7 commits here. All the 7 commits will be combined into one single big commit, and then that will be added to this part. Okay, which is also better. But the only problem with squash as well as squash is, you will be losing all the the small commits. Individual commits will be lost. And finally, merge commit. Merge commit is what the commonly used commit method. Okay, if I try to clear all the drawings, I'll show you how the merge commit works. So you have the master main branch here. So commit 1, commit 2, and then this person is starting to work on another commit, and then you'll be combining all these commits to here. So this is how the the graph goes. Okay, so you have commit 1 here, you have commit 2 here. Based on the commit 2, this person has created commit 3, commit 4, commit 5, and commit 6. So the the commits 3, 4, 5, and 6 together will be in the commit 7, and that will be there in the git graph here. So this is what is happening in the merge commit. So what happens here is, if there are multiple changes, or else if the base is not the latest one, there will be problems. Okay, so the easiest way of solving it is always try to rebase your code and start working on the latest branch. That is one way of doing it. So how do you rebase it? If you are taking the same particular repository, let me try to I'll clear all the drawings. I hope all these things are making sense. In any case, you can just give me a shout on the YouTube chat section. It is live. Sorry, what exactly is not visible? Okay, you say it's visible. Okay, super. Thanks. Thanks for confirming. Okay, the first thing is what I would say is like we should start with taking a particular merge commits. For example, if this one has some, but actually this particular commit is fine. This particular pull request is good. So I'm not sure why this pull request was given to me. This now is actually closed. So let's close it off. So if you see this one, currently it says that the problems are in package.json and package log.json. So for people who are working on JavaScript projects, package and package log, you need to commit only when you have installed something new. Let's have a quick look at what happened in the package, what happened in the package.json. So if you go here, if you see the files changed, we can see that a lot of files are changed. Package log, generally it is advisable not to commit this. In case of there are multiple people working on the same project. If you see this particular thing, there are a couple of things that's been added. I guess there are like a couple of components that's been added. So after the CRA template, we have got AOS, and we have got Firebase, we have got Material UI. 3 things have been added, and I believe this should be a straightforward push, but since there are like 12 commits here, it might be really tough for the GitHub to like try to commit everything perfectly. So what we can do is, so the one way to resolve the commits are, this is for the maintainers, you have to resolve using the command line. Okay, so the first thing is, let's go look at what happened with Harshal's repository right now. Okay, so if I try to like clone this particular repository, I'm just going to clone this one. So I can't use the GitHub CLI. So generally I add my username in front of github.com. And then let's go to, let's create a new item. I hope it's visible. At the moment, we have got the web development here inside this particular thing. And if you check the Git status, you can see that it is on the branch main, and you need to do a few things and everything works fine. Okay, so if we want to make sure this particular branch is working fine, so what we can do is we can just try to use the command line and get it worked. So actually I need to go to the development branch as well. So I'll just go to the development branch from here. So how do I do that is using git checkout development. Okay, so we are in the development branch as well. Now, if I try to do git checkout hyphen b and go to this particular branch, so what happens here is it is going to go to the new branch, which is Harshal's branch, the pull request branch, and then this is the place where I need to check if everything works fine. So let me try to do the git pull as well. So there is a conflict here. So you could see that there are some conflicts that are happening here, and it seems like the package log.json is being deleted by both the remote as well as the local. So if you see here at the moment, it says like there are 12 files that have been changed. Okay, so what we need to do right now is at the moment, instead of uh, removing the changes from package log.json, this person has actually deleted it, which is not the right way to do. So what we will do here is the first thing is reset how the package.json was there. So I'm just going to go here, open the raw file, and then it's a huge file. So I'm just going to use the vim, but if I try to do this, it's not going to work. So I'm going to remove this. Okay, package log.json, and if I open the same thing using vim in a paste mode, and if I go to the insert mode and I'm just pasting the whole thing here, and I will be saving the whole thing. So this way, this particular package log.json is solved. This particular file will not come again here. So I'm gonna add this package log.json, and we will first thing is we will just solve it. Okay, so if you do the git status right now, it's gonna say that there are again unmerged paths and other things. Okay, and now the problem is there in package.json. So unfortunately, package.json, you need to make sure things are perfectly going well. So here, this is the original package.json, but what this person has got is he has got a new features installed in the package.json. So I'm just going to take this particular package.json. There is a view file option here. So again, this is for the maintainers if you want to try doing something on this. So if you see this, the whole file has been changed in multiple different ways. So the first problem in this particular pull request is, I believe a lot of people are using Linux based machines and Windows based machines. I'm using a Unix based machine, which is a Mac machine, but at the same time, this problem usually occurs when your CRLF is not right. Like if you see this, the whole file is different. The reason is you can see that there is a small, like a break M kind of a thing, which is a typical problem of a CRLF stuff. So what we will do right now is, oops, I guess I need to quit this one. So I'm gonna remove this file first, and then again I'll go to the package.json, set paste. Okay, I'll just copy this one and paste it over here. So once I do this, if I do a git status again, it's going to say the client package.json is there. So believing that this person has created the package.json in the right way, I'm going to do a git add package.json. And then finally coming to the app.js. So app.js, let's have a quick look at what exactly is happening here. So only app.js is the problem. So if you see the difference, you can clearly see that there is, it's not actually a big deal at this point, because we clearly know that this person wants to import a particular misvis as the visualization. And one more thing about the naming convention, please never ever use any kind of these special characters here. This might also screw up the whole, not Git, but it will also, it has some impact on the repository wise. Okay, so let's try to fix this one. So what we need to do is, let's go to Vim and this one. So since we need all the data, we'll just delete these two things, and always try to look for this merge request, like what you call this, merge conflict markers. So that is where the problem is, and this case it is very simple. So we are just going to remove the merge conflict markers because we know we need both of them. This is what I feel. So if you add everything, we have got all these things, and these are all new files. So mission vision, I believe it's mission and vision kind of a thing that needs to be added to here. So that looks fine. Now what we need to do is we need to do a git commit here. So this is actually merging the branch of development to this, and then we are um, clearing the conflicts. So once we have done this, you can clearly see that the working directory is clean. And if you do a git push here, I believe this should be updated here. Okay, so that's exactly what we did. And GOSW3. So this is the one. Okay, so this is the pull request thing. Interesting. Just a second. So I guess I kind of like screwed it up. So I need to push the origin to development. So I need to merge this in the command line right now. So what I should do is I should go to the git checkout development, and then if I just need to get a confirmation from the repository owner before I merge things, because this is going to be an evasive action. So let me quickly ask him. I guess it's Aditya. In the meantime, I'll have a look at the YouTube chats if there are any. Okay, CRLF. CRLF means carriage return line feed, and that is exactly the way Windows machines create new lines. It's the way of how new lines are being created. In Windows, it is CRLF, carriage return line feed, and in case of Unix, it is just either carriage return or just line feed. I'm not sure. Maybe Eddie can confirm. So I guess it is line feed alone in case of /r/n. So carriage return will not be there. So it's just line feed. So it is only LF in case of Linux machines, Unix machines, like Windows and Ubuntu and Mac, Linux, Mac, etc. But in case of Windows, it is going to be carriage return plus line feed. So that is the problem most of the people will be facing. There is something called as auto CRLF option in git config that if we enable it, then this whole issue will be sorted. So I'm just waiting for Aditya to respond. Yes, he said we can merge it. So he has given the approval. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do git merge no ff and do this and git pull. Okay, so I have already gone to the checkout development branch. So I do this. So I'm just doing this one and let's do it. And there are no merge conflicts now. So if you see this, your branch is ahead of this by 11 commits. So if I do a git push, in a few seconds, this page gets reloaded with the right information. See, that's done. So Praveen Sain's merged this into this. So if I go back to this code, we can clearly see that the pull request has become just 2. So I just need to delete this branch now. Sorry, I have by mistake I have given this one. So git push origin And if I use a colon in front of it, I guess it will delete the remote branch. Let me try. Yep, it's deleted. So this is a branch which I by mistake I created it. So that's been done. So development had recent pushes now. So if I go back to the development branch here, we can clearly see that this is right now building. And if you see here, the only difference, so package log.json also has some differences. Interesting. I believe the difference will be only the CRLF, but apart from that, this particular file has got it correctly. So all the okay. So the problem here right now is Firebase is latest version, but React scripts has gone to a previous version, which is wrong. So we need to make sure this works. And material UI. So Formic has been removed, I believe. So that is something not expected. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to add Formic and I'm going to make the React scripts go to the right version. So what we will be doing now is, let me try to go back to our code here. Okay, that's gone. And so these are the couple of things that happens mostly. So let's go back to our development branch and let's open this branch and let's see these are the things that we need to do, right? So first thing is, let's copy this Formic one and let's go to the package.json. Let's try to find if that Formic is there. Oh, wait. I guess I'm not in the right package.json. It should be in this client/package.json. So if you see here, there is no Formic. Yes. So let's add the Formic code. Unless and until this is not required, we can revert back anytime. So let's add this one here. And with respect to the React scripts, this is supposed to be 3.4.3. Okay. And reverted unnecessary deletions. Okay. So that's been done. So right now I have directly committed to the development branch, but please avoid doing this. So that's something which I wanted to share. And apart from this, I believe this particular pull request is closed and it is perfect. And let's look at this pull request right now. Let's see if there is any conflict. There's no conflict, so I'm skipping this one. And finally, this one. So the problem here is you can also use the web editor to resolve the conflicts. So let me quickly check the YouTube comments. Okay, that's perfectly fine. No one is there. So let's go ahead and resolve these conflicts. So what you can do is GitHub will show you a small way of resolving the conflicts like this. So unfortunately, package log.json is not a good way to resolve it this way. Okay, so let's go to the package.json and see what exactly happened. Look at this. It is kind of like confused what needs to be done. All we need to do is just remove these conflict markers, and I can see that there is only one conflict, so we can safely remove these three things. And then this particular file has been resolved. So let's go ahead and see this file. Now this file is going to be making a lot of issues. So the best way to clear the conflict of this file is, let's go to our current code. And so this file is in client/package log.json. Either we need to revert it back to the original one, or we have to do it. We have to resolve it one by one. So we will copy this whole thing. We will just revert it back to the original one, because when you do npm install, package log will automatically make it work. So we will just make it as resolved. And oh, wait. This is fine. And I believe this one is also fine. Yep, there are no issues. So if you do a commit merge, it immediately commits with the right way. And then let's wait. Okay, we'll just refresh this page. Yep, this branch has no conflicts with the base branch. This is one other way of resolving commit issues. And also, whenever we are merging the pull request, let's use squash and merge or rebase and merge, so that the you won't be having the hassle of having a crazy git tree. So let's have a quick look at how the git tree looks like. So if I do git llg, I have got a lot of shortcuts here. Hey, for those people who are looking at this, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for awesome things. Yeah, so let's have a quick look at this. So yep, the git tree looks really crazy with a lot of stuff. So this will definitely cause a lot of conflicts. So look at these kind of like commits. They are all having different bases, and on top of it, people are piggybacking and adding the commits, which is not a good way to go for, because there could be same changes in both the commits, and that could create a lot of conflicts. So I always urge people to like rebase and try to use the latest code that as much as possible. So I'll just leave it to Aditya for please go ahead and merge this. It has been resolved, and that should actually work. So all the pull requests have been possibly they have been resolved, and both the things are mergeable right now. So that's a quick idea of how we can update or remove the handle the different ways of merge commits. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop the screen sharing right now. So I really believe that this was helpful, and we tried looking into all these learning objectives as given here. So different types of merging in Git and what is the best way we can do. So we saw about the squash merging, merge commit, and also rebasing. Then merge conflicts, how they arise, when do they arise, and how we can handle them, that we saw. And then there are three types of merging that we can do. So one is the squash merge, one is rebase merge, and the final thing is using a merge commit that we saw. And finally, solving the merge commits, the best way, we actually took the best and better approach. We didn't look at the good approach, because good approach is like getting the development branch or getting the destination branch merged onto your branch, which is kind of crazy in my opinion. And I won't be like I would say let's not use that or something like that. And coming back to our YouTube comments, okay, Shubhadarshi asks, what are the tips for beginners to avoid such conflicts? Number one, always rebase. Keep on rebasing the code from the development branch. If whatever the origin branch that you are going to push to, make sure that destination branch, in case if someone is pushing to that branch, make sure you get the latest code from their branch. The most common way to do is, let me put the so the thing is like git pull -- rebase origin development. So that is the development branch that we generally use, right, for this kind of a thing. So always use the use kind of something like this. That is number one. Always do that. Number two is don't reuse the same branch that you already used previously. Okay, that is something a lot of people commonly doing this. I don't know why people are doing, but a lot of people are reusing their same branch. Always branches are all these branches are called as feature branches, and they are meant to be destroyed once their work is done. So always discard the branches once the pull request is merged, and never ever use the same branch again. Create a new branch from the latest code of development or latest code of main or master. Always do a git pull and then get the master branch, and then from there create a branch and then start working on it. And as quick as possible, try to create a merge request. And for the maintainers, try to quickly merge all the pull requests, or else you will have the hard time of having the nightmare. So that's one thing. Secondly, whenever you understand that there is a merge, um, there is something new code that's been merged onto the master branch or the main branch, try to do a rebase and try to work on top of the branches. So these are the best things I can say. This is one thing. And Aditya says, so everyone when download we code, we need to make sure to npm install. Yes, this is a good question. Actually, it's a good question because I face a lot in this case. npm install is a foolproof fallback. I mean, like fail-safe version of installing things, installing all the dependencies. So yes, that's a good idea, Aditya. And suppose if I have a package of X of V version 3.2 and Git code has V 3.0 of the same code, which will be used when I do npm install. So npm install always looks into the package.json. If you have this small break kind of thing, the shift 6 kind of a versioning way, the npm tries to get the latest version, or because that is the minimum version that is needed. Okay, so with the break, the shift 6 1, if you have the break character in front of the version number, it will try to get the latest version. If not, it will try to install the exact same version. So make sure you have all the version numbers with the break symbol in front of it. um yeah, so that's the right thing. Yeah, that's what I was talking, Aditya. So I guess this was helpful for most of you, and let me know if you have any other questions on the YouTube chat, and you can always connect with me on LinkedIn and ask your questions if there is anything. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, and this is what motivates me and to do a lot of more quality stuff. And hopefully this helped a lot. In case of anything, I'm always available in LinkedIn, GitHub, WhatsApp group. If, for example, for Aditya is currently running something on GFG, so I'm also helping him. In case if that is needed, I'm always available in the WhatsApp group as well. So other than the office time when I work, apart from those times, I'll be always available. So feel free to ping me. And yes, thanks a lot, and connect with me on LinkedIn. I have sent the links on the live chat. So yes, that's great. Have a nice day. So any questions, please ping me. See you all.